It'll take a second, and I'm going to change my name. Don't forget, you can rename yourselves Galaxy Tab S7. Also, you can unmute.
Yeah,
You can
you're
do
on
both.
mute.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to figure it out. I also didn't want you to have to listen to me crunching on a very crunchy, juicy apple. Anyway, I don't know how to do this on my tablet. I managed to figure out how to do a background, but the controls are really meow. um I looked at meeting background and settings. No. Mm-mm.
I can do it.
Yeah, if you can do it, that's awesome. I can't see an easy
What would you
option.
like to be called?
Viscountess Pivot. Thank you. So I asked dear Reginald where he would like to be tonight.
And what was his answer?
Well, I didn't get one. So I'm going to declare that the Viscountess has asked him to carry a message to her son, who is the actual Viscount. So, she's the Dowager. So to explain the situation and give him a bit of more of a personal heads up um, about what happened, and that he'll come and join us at the spa after he's delivered that message.
Uh, Now, Lily, there is a way for you to create an avatar that just means you're not a black box. Up to you, but just saying.
Yeah, I was trying to find that. How do I do that?
Good. Now you're asking the complicated questions to which I should actually know the answer. Let me try and do it on my. I think it's edit profile picture. Yes, it is. Um, so I don't know if I can't edit your profile picture, but you may be able to. So if you tick on the ellipsis of your window, you may have edit profile picture there.
Yeah, it's not there. I've clicked the dots. It's just got start video, rename, add pin, hide non video participants, hide self view. That's it.
Okay. Oh well, let us not worry too much about it. It's just that you're not coming up on the YouTube video even as a black box. You're just
A
silent presence.
disembodied voice.
I mean, that's fine.
Not your biggest concern. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay, cool. Makes sense to me. Okay, I am ready to rock and roll. So one thing I did want to cover off before we get too far into it is it did occur to me that some of you are carrying around insanities, and we could actually use the I'm taking time at the spa to recover my mental health and try and, maybe deal with some of those traumas in a nice, lovely, safe, warm, comforting environment. Um, so, those of you, and some of you have got more than one, which is beautiful, and I respect that you should have more than one. I don't want to, cut you off, as it were, at the knees. But is anyone interested in exploring the how can I get better from my terrible insanity?
Pick me.
So to do that, I've thought about this a bit. I don't think we can count going to the spa as receiving modern private care. Seems a bit ambitious.
Yeah.
Which would have given you a chance of success of 1 to 95. And then a 96 to 100 results in you rejecting it and saying no.
No.
Lily and Jay, there's not I don't. There's not special rules for this in Regency, are there? It's still just the standard rules, isn't it?
I think they put in the reassure thing, but otherwise, I mean, sanity has always been really soft. Like, keeper decides for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so yeah, I agree. Read the reassure, but I don't think there's. That's what I thought as well. There's no special sort of tables set up for how does sanatoriums work in Regency, England,
Not
and help you
not
recover your insanity.
Yeah, I don't think specifically for Regency. I mean, I haven't really read much of the Regency stuff, but I feel like we should probably just follow the standard Cthulhu rule set for that.
Okay, well, as it so happens, I agree. So, I'll just have a quick read of reassure to make sure there's not something there that I will have missed.
Hmm.
Uh,
You're not going mad. Just have a coffee with me.
that's right.
I mean,
In addition,
ironically, the whole
successes.
Regency is because of insanity. So,
Right, yes, no, there are no rules in the reassure that would change that. Okay, cool. Great. Okay, so on that note then, I'm actually thinking I'm going to treat the level of mental support you will get as being equivalent to institutionalization. Um,
Those
so,
walls are potent.
so that gives you a 50-50 chance of addressing your underlying traumas.
Hmm.
You
Honestly,
know?
for institutionalization, that's pretty high.
Yeah, but this isn't institutionalization. This is just that the level of psychological care available to you in Regency England is possibly not, let me help you unpack your traumas and talk to you
Mm,
about them.
yeah.
It's you should drink another cup of tea and perhaps rest in this spa, which might work. It also might do nothing. So Viscountess Purbeck, would you mind giving us a roll, please,
I
on
just,
your
am I
you're
rolling
just
the D100?
You are just rolling a D100 because it's just a straight up 1 to 50% chance of success. Don't roll a 96. That's free of charge right there.
Oh, that's okay.
But 93, yep, there you go. Wow. Okay. No, you are not recovered. You are just as trauma brokeny person as you were before.
I'm never going into the woods on my property again.
Basically, that's it. I've drawn a line. Um, who else is currently dragging around a insanity that they'd like some assistance to get past? I'm pretty sure at least one of you is.
Yeah, I have a simultaneous love of
What?
dark places, but I also hate the forest now.
That's right. I remember.
Most most
Um,
most likely because it is dark and scary.
would you care to roll for one of those two?
I think that the forest one I'll roll for. I like the idea of the liking dark spaces. I
Still
think that
okay with that?
that's
Yeah.
easier to add in as fun flavor. So yes, I will roll.
Go for it.
Fabulous. Do. 1D. Nope.
You can spend
You
three
like to use
points
luck.
of luck if you would like.
You know what? I will. I will spend
Okay.
3 points of luck to do that because I think that makes role playing much easier.
Okay. And as a result of your 3 points of luck expenditure, you get 3 points of sanity back as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Uh, oh, hold on. Hold on.
Hmm?
I just read the description properly. Okay, you get your 3 points of sanity. You now have to roll against your sanity to see if you're cured of your insanity.
Oh,
Oh, the
okay.
brain.
Well, let me roll my sanity then. Okay.
Oh,
No,
Nope.
Wow. That's
But I mean, 3 points of luck for 3 points of sanity is possibly a reasonable trade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, possibly.
look,
Yeah.
that's the way the cookie crumbled.
Is Georgiana Wentworth carrying any trauma that they'd like to deal with?
Kind of in the sense of the one that you gave me, but it's not technically a sort of insanity one.
Oh, that one. The one I
Yeah.
wrote into your background.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Yeah.
no.
No. Well, you could actually you could try and get treatment for it.
I don't think Georgiana thinks she has a problem. I think she thinks other people have the problem.
Yeah, no, she's probably right. It's hard to argue. Okay, cool. Awesome. No, you're good then. 2 thumbs up. And I can't remember, Cedric Postlethwaite, are you currently dragging any trauma around, or are you just
all my
riding it
trauma's
out?
physical. I mean, my psychology went up 9% just by hanging around you lot. But my physical trauma is my major wound.
Oh yeah, Limpy McLimpy.
Yes.
Yes.
Caused by we'll call it a mutant bear.
Yeah, it was a bear. That's what you've told everyone.
A haunched mutant bear that
Exactly.
escaped from the circus or something.
It was a bear, and it did bite me.
It
Or
was
at least,
clearly
It slashed
rabid.
him.
It was
Yeah.
a rabid bear.
yeah. So you're good. Yeah, you don't worry about bears. Bears are just like, I mean, they're just friendly little guys that are trying to get around. He just wanted to hug you,
Yes. Reach out and touch someone.
someone.
Oh, that
Exactly.
sounds good. Need to log into the game again.
Oh, okay. Good. Cool. All right. So you are resting in the fine spa town of Buxton, which is in Derbyshire, so well north of where you have currently or previously been hanging. Buxton is a spa town. It is famous for St. Anne's well, which is the local hot spring / holy site sworn to the St. Anne, that's been in use for at least 300 or 400 years. You have been staying at the Crescent, which, by the way, these are all real places, so you can look them up on Wikipedia if you want.
I did, and I got this picture of Buxton.
Which we can't see because your background isn't letting us, but it's good that you shared it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can see it. It looks really great.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't.
Ta-da.
No, still. No.
I can see it.
You're ignorant, Thomas. Ignorant.
Fair. It's fair. Okay.
All right, moving on.
The paranoia is already is already being set in. So Buxton has many attractive traits. It is the highest market town in England, sitting 300 meters above sea level. That's right. Half of ours.
Yep.
And there is a ton, of course. But you were recently arrived. You took time in Bath. You did go to Bath and relax in the waters of Bath. However, you have been contacted by an old school friend of the two. Well, maybe not school friend because you probably didn't go to school, but someone you both know, as in Georgiana Wentworth and Eliza, someone of a similar age, has contacted you via this letter, which I will throw up. Well, handouts. There it is. Show the players, everybody. So this is written by Miss Louisa Millwood.
Oh, the joy just keeps on flowing out of this country, doesn't it?
Yep. So, I am beyond myself with relief to hear that you are in Buxton, for I am afeared that something terrible has happened to my brother. Come as quickly as you can to Millwood Manor. I lament our rendezvous cannot be under more joyful circumstances. All right. So, this is a lovely, quiet little town. Nothing ever happens here. There's a bit of water. All right. So, this reaches you. Who, if any of you, are going to go out and visit Miss Millwood at Millwood Manor?
Well, naturally, Georgiana and I will be attending Miss Millwood. We know her very well from our time in finishing school. She was quiet, and I'm just going to throw this in. Tell me if this is wrong, but I feel like she was quiet. She liked to be seen to be doing, the right and proper thing. But when you kind of got her alone, away from like teachers and authority figures, she kind of was a little bit more rambunctious and kind of, more at play. So there was that interesting duality about Louisa that I think that we kind of saw growing up, and we were like, it's interesting how she can navigate both places, and that maybe had an influence on us. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm
The
just
yin
throwing
to
it
your
out there.
raging yang.
So
You can cut all of
Louisa,
it, or you can cut some of it.
yeah.
I don't
So
care.
I definitely would have been at finishing school with you.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, unfortunately, she was actually unfailingly gullible.
Oh,
What you remember of her is that, particularly for a pair of individuals such as yourself and Georgiana, who are much more what you just described than perhaps,
yes.
Nobody used the term prey upon, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not about. I really feel very strongly the message here is no. I feel like there was some projection going on, Eliza. That's what I felt.
I literally was about to say that. Oh my God.
It's like, no, you remember
Wow.
Louisa? She was always, leading us
Like
astray, and
us.
she was just like us. And it's like, no, she was just really gullible. just joined in everything you did, and then would inevitably end up copying it because you guys would lie through your teeth to get out of it, and she'd go, "Oh no, we were doing this," and you'd be like, "Why are you saying that? This is the bit we lie about. This bit is the lying bit." I feel that's actually the real story
I love that. Yes.
of Louisa. But I'm sure that Eliza has a very distinct memory of her always being willing to join in and always being part of the story.
Yes.
Sorry,
Just
Georgiana?
out of curiosity, how old are Eliza and how old are Louisa?
Well, I put Eliza at like 23, but she could be younger.
I think you probably would be younger because otherwise I would be having a very hard time trying to marry you off.
True. I mean, maybe it's like she's 20 or 21. Maybe she's about to turn
Okay.
21.
So Georgiana is 27.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. I'm the young ingenue. I thought I was the older one.
There's a
Wow.
secret Georgiana doesn't tell anyone. Now we know what the real secret is.
I think that would be common knowledge.
Mm.
So I mean, no wonder you've been given into my care because it's like this is a hard sell now.
Well, let's put this.
Well,
Were you
actually,
born
you
locally?
say that, but the average age of first marriage in the Regency period was still around 26.
Wow.
To be honest,
Really?
that's the really
Not how they
annoying
portray it
thing.
on the
That's the thing I was
TV.
most annoyed at in that Regency book. They went straight to the lazy, oh, they get married really young and at 16 they're supposed to be like courting and stuff, and that's just completely wrong.
Fascinating.
Like when you think about it, they'd need to have set up a household and everything. So yeah. It was actually, I think the highest was around, Tudor sort of period. I know then it was 26 for women and a bit older for men. I think in Regency, it was more like 24, 25. And then for men, it was 26, 27. And the youngest age of marriage was actually in the 1950s. And then it went up again.
Wow.
But
anyway, sorry, that's just me.
You're a wellspring,
No.
and I'm so happy that I now have that knowledge. Thank you. And my character is 23, Thomas.
There you go. There you go. You're all very eligible young ladies.
Technically, I think Georgiana probably would be considered getting, a bit older. But yeah, it's not like in the book how they're like, oh, after 23, you're like an old maid. That's just not true.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll stop ranting now. I'm really, really sorry about that.
No, please
No,
do
do
not
not
apologize.
for that.
That's awesome background. Thank you.
All right. So Louisa was actually very young. So she would have, let's make her 20 as well. Or 21.
Okay, so Eliza, you said you were
23.
23.
Okay, so perhaps Georgiana,
Wasn't part of the set.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
maybe you just know about her because she, visited the house or something like that a few times.
Well, she could be the daughter of a family friend of mine. And then she might have stayed with me at some time with her mother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perhaps-
that
perhaps
way more of
Nicholas
us
had.
would know her.
Yeah, maybe like you're over the summer or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
All right. So, Eliza, you still have a very distinct memory of her joining in for all of your things and being a fellow compatriot, even if that wasn't the case. But anyway, so she has reached out and has asked you to please come to Millwood Manor.
Well, we must immediately. Oh no, you go. You go, Viscountess.
Well, of course, we must go and visit with them. I'm desperate to catch up with her mother. What was her name?
Louisa.
No, the mother's dead.
Oh,
So indelicate.
I didn't know.
So sad. All right. Okay. So it's, by the way, it's also Easter. I should make that point. It's Good Friday.
Oh, Ustre.
Oh my.
Friday. Oh my
No,
goodness.
Easter. Definitely not some weird pagan version of Easter. Just Easter. Just Easter.
Just Easter.
Just
Not
Easter.
pagan at all.
No pagans
Just
were
Easter.
seen. That's right.
Gosh, this is very rare for me to actually be away from my responsibilities back home at Easter.
Yeah, but you've outsourced them to your children,
I have, it's true.
Mm.
and they're making bank for you.
Yeah, exactly. So we're good.
And we had to take you to Bath to recover. It was part of your recovery from your injuries.
That's right.
Exactly.
Here
take the
at Buxton
waters.
Barnes, yes.
Yeah, you
In the
needed that
waters.
break. You needed it.
Yeah, it's true. It really
I
is
mean,
true.
and it was very relaxing. And now you're off to another bath.
Yeah, because you can never have too much taking of waters.
No,
Indeed.
no, you'll be white shifting it in the bath before you know it.
Okay, excellent. Just let me know when I actually get over my wound and points and things like that.
What is the healing rules around major wounds? That's a good question.
Because I'm looking at a wiki.
So every week you roll Constitution. If you succeed, then I believe you get a certain
D3
amount
hit
back.
points or 2D3 for extreme success, it seems.
Okay. Well, go for it.
Oh, okay. Sure. Con, you say? How many weeks have I got available for this?
4 weeks.
Okay. Okay, first week.
35. Look at that.
Lovely. And it's a D3, so I'll just roll a D6.
You're already on the world. You're already on the road to recovery.
Yes.
Look at that.
Look at the vigorousness of it all. So that's 3 back.
There you go.
See, one thing I am is resilient.
Apparently. I feel like you were bringing some negative vibe to the whole question.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, that's the only way that you could have lived so
not for
long.
that one. And the last one, oh, sorry, the third one. 24. Lovely. And
Another fine day of recovery, or week
indeed.
of recovery.
And that's 1 point. So I'm up to 9, and I've got 1 more week. Okay.
This is it. This is when you roll the amazing roll that gets you out of danger, and everyone goes,
Really?
wow.
No.
Look, I was trying to work with you, but I feel like you worked against me.
Oh,
Anyway,
no, I was just really happy just to have what I have there.
Were
The
you?
Lord provides.
The Lord provides. Never a true word said.
Yeah.
Did you want to roll? I think medicine might have been of some value in this whole journey to healing. Do we think that's fair?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yes, because a successful use of the medicine skill provides the patient a bonus die on their weekly recovery roll.
Oh.
That's how good it is.
Do you want Georgiana to roll medicine?
That'd be great. Thank you.
And we'll see.
You are familiar with the nature of the wound, after all.
Yeah, you met the bear.
Yeah, you met the bear.
Unfortunate.
No, you get one more because he had 2 rolls where he wasn't successful. So
yeah. Ooh. No.
Also unfortunate.
That's all right.
Well,
Just a bit stiff for the time here.
I guess not. All right, walking wounded. So you
sorry, just I'm fairly sure I think that in the kerfuffle last time, I'm fairly sure that like I had a certain amount of hit points and I was like running away and then the thing got me in the back and I took a ton of damage.
Yeah,
I can't remember whether that was a major wound or not. I don't think I marked it down as such.
I think you fell unconscious just as I pulled you out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it was a major wound then.
I think he did get a major wound as well.
Yeah.
From memory.
I'm just looking at a note.
So I wasn't the only one.
Oh yeah.
Because I have 1 hit point right now. So
yeah, it's indicative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes. It's all coming back how we got you out.
I almost died, so I feel like
stabilized you in the moment.
Yes.
Yep, that's right.
My valiant cousin. Oh.
Yeah, so Eliza rolled a dex check and didn't succeed. And then it hit you, and then it did 5 points of damage.
Oh, there we go. 5 is more than half for me.
And then someone shot it in the head, and then it got worse. Yeah, so I think you do have a major wound. I think you are correct.
So I'll roll my 4 con rolls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the deal with just healing up normal damage? Is it the same kind of thing?
Oh, I think we can just treat you as healed, actually.
Healed, okay.
Characters without a major wound heal 1 point per day, according to the wiki.
Okay, well then I'm definitely back to full health then.
Yeah.
Because I just got a bit of a stretch.
All right, so you are good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, that was the damage I got from having my energy sucked out of me in the magic ritual. That's right.
Happy
Oh.
times.
Such fun times. No, that's a fail. That's not.
Ooh.
So you get uh,
Wow, you got one healing roll.
well,
One
okay.
healing roll.
Unless those
Mhm.
medicine rolls from from Georgiana can step in and give you a couple of free dice rolls there.
Is that actually that's a hard success? Okay.
I feel like that's what's necessary. I feel like we need some medicine rolls there.
Okay.
Come on. Come on, cousin.
Eliza has applied tourniquets to her body.
Ugh.
No,
Yes. All right.
Yay.
Yay.
And
And
did you want me to roll again?
yeah, I think we'll be needing three
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
For some reason, it's not going orange.
Oh, it's going orange on my little screen.
Don't know orange of mine. Yeah.
Oh no! It's in it's not ticking off as a success.
Ah, bloody hell.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just click
Yeah.
it.
Double click it. Yeah.
It says XP gain disabled when I double click it.
Ah, hold on.
Oops.
Uh,
Oh yes, you're right.
no, that's probably Keeper's Tools. There you go. Apologies for that. You can now. Double click on it now and it should give you a thingy.
Yep, working now.
Perfect.
And
All
then
right.
One
Last but not
more
least.
medicine roll.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yay!
There's a balance in the
fumble.
universe.
There is.
All right. That's not so good.
So with one success on con and then two successes with medicine, how much do I get?
You'll get so that lets you re-roll. Well, that gives you a bonus die. So
Right.
that success counts as a bonus die. So you rolled 55 for the first one. So roll a d10 and see if you do better than a 5.
Okay.
As in lower than a 5, obviously.
Yeah. Oh no, come on. One.
No. Okay.
Nope.
And then for the 61, roll again.
Roll again. Yeah.
Does 48 does 41
Yes.
beat your...
I'm
Yes.
45. Yes.
Okay, so you get two healing rolls, or does a hard success give you more than a D3?
It's only extreme success, apparently.
Right. Okay. Nope. So you get 2D3 in healing.
Alrighty. 2D3. Okay. I'll just roll. Oh no, I'll roll 1d6 twice. There we go.
Yeah.
So 2. And 4. So that's 1 and 2. So 3 hit points.
3 hit points.
I now have 4 HP and I still have my major wound, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, there we go.
Wow.
And
Sanity.
that's how the game's played. All right,
That's
people.
right. That's how real Cthulhu works.
So you're
I
going
have
to turn
four-
up and you're going to
Read
look
them.
quite...
I have 4 hit points. I have 4 hit
I
points.
think that we will be taking you to go and visit Miss was it Millwood
Yes.
in
Yeah.
in a chair with
Yeah.
Yes.
horse riding
100%.
accident.
I love
Oh,
I love the fact that your character officially could be taken out by a domestic cat in first edition D&D, which is still one of my favorite, domestic cat did 1d4 points of damage with its claws, which was more damage than a wizard started. Well, equivalent to the hit points of a wizard at first level. So
Yeah,
many a wizard was very afraid of their familiar. That's all I'm saying.
right.
I
Why
think
is the sorry?
oh, the first character I ever made in D&D was a sorceress, and I think it had like 3 hit points, 4 hit points.
Sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Before they, said everyone should have enough hit points to survive first level. Before those times when you
Yeah.
could get when you got your D4 hit points as a wizard or a
Mm-hmm.
sorcerer, and you were proud,
Yeah.
or you got 2d4 if you were a monk.
Sorry,
Typically,
just
it's 3
going
hit point setup.
back to before. I think last time last time I posted a combat damage flowchart thing in the Discord chat, and it's got a major wound healing thing. So if we need to refer, if we needed it in the future again, then it's just a really easy guide just there.
Right.
Is it in the Discord chat?
Yeah, in the Discord Regency on the 3rd of the 7th, 2024, 2035.
Oh, yeah, this is the one from the main rules.
And
Oh,
a
great.
major wound. Yeah. Okay.
And then
Maybe-
there's just that little box down there.
You need an extreme success to erase the major wound.
Oh.
Yeah, but if you get over half your hit points, then it's just automatically erased.
Oh, okay. Well, that might be relevant for Cedric. Are you over
Yeah.
half your hit points?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then it's automatically erased.
Hooray. Bless you.
But are you at half your... No, you're not yet, Eliza, are you?
Baby, I'm at 4 out of 9.
4 out of 9. We need that one more hit point.
One more. Just one more.
One more. All right. You head out to Millwood Manor, a manor of it's not that big a manor. It's a kind of, your jobbing manor.
Yeah.
Your gentle manor as opposed to your aristocracy manor. However, there is there's a housekeeper who escorts you straight through because you've got Miss Millwood's invitation, so you don't have the complexities of introductions. We'll assume that the Frenchman is once again, for reasons that are only clear to the Frenchman, pretending to be one of the servants.
Yeah.
He's very attracted to that idea. And you go in, she's sitting there, she's this pale, very, very English rose kind of looking character. Very pale skin, light blonde hair, light floral dress, sitting there, sort of rubbing her hands together, obviously quite concerned and disturbed. You're in the drawing room. It's a floral settee, which she is effectively camouflaged by. And sitting on the table right in front of her is her Book of Common Prayer, which she's clearly been perusing heavily recently.
Oh, excellent. It also warms my heart whenever I read it.
Does it?
Yes.
She says. No, she doesn't. Oh. Now, she knows Eliza, so... Eliza, it's been so terrible.
Louisa.
Louisa,
please tell us your woes. I'm so sorry to hear of your trials and tribulations when I received your letter.
Well, you remember my brother Henry?
Of course.
Now, what you remember of her brother Henry is a cad. So Henry was the sort of cat who, he was a gambler. He wasn't a bad person, but he certainly wasn't a good person.
It's just kind of like a ne'er-do-well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you remember my brother Henry? Well, he's been missing for 2 days, and I'm very worried.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I do remember fondly the times that we had with you, me, cousin, and of course Viscountess Purbeck. I do remember that Henry was quite fond of a game of chance.
Well,
Indeed,
well, yes, but he's sworn off it.
indeed.
Yeah, no, he promised me he was giving up the gambling.
Well, a promise to such a cherished sister, I'm sure he's kept. Um, uh, Viscountess, please speak truth and kindness to our dear friend.
Oh, Miss Millwood, tell me, when was the last time you saw your dear brother?
Oh, it was on Wednesday night, and we were at the assembly, which effectively is the Crescent building that you guys are staying at. The assembly is like the big ballroom, sort of the rooms. We were at the assembly rooms, when and I was dancing, and then something happened, and he insisted on escorting me home. And so I came home, and then later that night I woke to the sound of a horse carriage leaving. I saw my brother getting into it, but I haven't seen him since.
How very odd. It doesn't seem like him to have wanted to leave from the assembly so early. I'm sure that you didn't want to leave so early.
Well, I mean, it was getting late, obviously, and I mean, but no, I was having a good time. And then I feel like I don't know, something happened while we were there, and he got very worked up. But I saw some other people; they were looking quite aghast, and then we left. But I didn't see what happened because I was dancing.
Hmm, very untoward. Do not like making a scene in public like that. Wonder what it could have been. Now, my dear, I know he made that promise to you that he gave up the gambling, but gambling is one of those sins that takes root in a man's heart sometimes. And sadly, also in a woman's, I have seen it many times. I'm so sure my dear rector here will assure you that it is one of those weaknesses that afflicts many.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Um, it's not necessarily a sin, but it's definitely something that has to be. You have to have your wits about you and your faculties. Otherwise, well, many a person has gone into debt over such follies.
Well,
Mm.
well, okay, so can I get either charm or psychology rolls from those people trying to persuade her that, her brother is still gambling?
I hope
I'm
that's
sure he's a good man, but
um,
Yeah,
no.
I
Oh, so close
I
to a 20.
really don't want it to be true, but I feel like it's that Occam's razor thing of like, come on.
yeah. Which is better, my charm? Where's my psychology? No, charm is still
Wait.
better. I'm very charmless.
So was
Hey.
my charm, but I rolled so badly. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, this man. Surely he couldn't stray so far.
Oh,
Okay, no. Oh, Eliza's feeling very persuasive.
Single-minded.
I
I
think
my
that
potato better.
I think that I probably, I guess, kind of like, like follow up this conversation that we've been having with something along the lines of uh I understand that perhaps even if one does not always want to break one's promises to those that are held in their close confidence, sometimes without meaning to, things do happen. I mean, I can't imagine many reasons why a man such as your brother would have to rush off in a carriage late one night, if not for some sort of shady dealing.
Oh God, she goes, no, but he promised me, Eliza. He
Oh
promised
no.
me.
I know. And I grab her hand and I hold it, like forcefully in that way to steady her.
He promised me. We don't have that much money. And he's out there just spending it on cards and whisk.
Oh, were
Just
there not
whisk.
so?
Endless games of whisk. It's terrible. I have to say, by the way, my father plays whisk almost endlessly. So there's a
Wow.
whole reference point there that I can't go near. But anyway, I have seen many a little whisk board that used to count your things. Um, uh, now, would you like to make, because you've reached out this hand of help, this hand of assistance, would you like to
Mhm.
make a reassure roll for me, please?
Yes, I would love that. Might as well try.
What's the worst that could happen? Critical fumble.
Oh my God.
No.
Not a
Please God.
critical fumble, but still tried.
Yeah, gave it a whirl. Okay. It's I don't know what he's up to, but I know it can't be good. But at the same time, if he's gone missing, you don't understand. And if no one's found, if he's not found, then my second cousin will get the land.
Hmm.
Dun, dun.
Dun. Well, she is a woman.
That is that just cannot stand. We must find your brother. He's he has responsibility to you and to his family and to his lineage. Not good enough.
I.
What?
It's true. It's so
So
true.
you heard the carriage leaving in the night time. Did you perchance look out the window and see the carriage?
Hmm.
Did she? Did she see the carriage? Da, da, da. Yes, she saw him leaving in a carriage, but she doesn't have any specific details about it.
Hmm. But would she know if it was their own family carriage or if it was like
Hmm.
a
Mm.
hired carriage or if it was somebody else's carriage?
Uh, she, um, she, it wasn't their carriage.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Whether it was a hired hansom and
Mhm.
or whether it was someone else's, that's a bit more of a complicated question. It just wasn't theirs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's at least something we know. So he got into a carriage that had come to the house. Um,
Well, so I guess if of course it was dark, it was late at night. You obviously didn't necessarily see anything interesting or remarkable about that carriage, as it no doubt sped off to doom itself. Um, do you recall your brother having any acquaintances or places that he would go to get in touch with people of that? Uh, Fate and games of chance ilk. um,
No, no, he never talked to me about those things, but I'm sure there were others who would be more knowledgeable. Of course, you're welcome. She looks at you for a second and goes, "Of course, you're welcome to look in his room."
would you?
Well, he did have correspondence in there.
there's nothing that would give me more pleasure in helping you, of course, in helping you. And I rush from the room.
Right, just thanks, permission given.
Immediately.
In your wheelchair?
Absolutely. I am scooting myself.
Georgiana, you must just push faster.
Exactly.
Feels like the line.
Cousin, quick, there are books.
Don't you think it would be more proper for perhaps the rector to be looking through a gentleman's belongings?
Indeed.
Who knows what we might see in there?
That's true.
Exactly.
Very sensible. Very sensible
I shall be discreet. All right.
No, I do not. Although, of course, do accompany rector. I'm just like, I'm looking at my cousin. I don't want to say anything in front of this random woman who we know, but I'm just kind of like, I saw the claws of an eagle, like in that altar. Like she's still thinking about that. She's like propriety, like. Your very soul could be on the line for all I know.
Yeah, probably
yes.
is. Probably is.
Hey, honestly, fair enough.
Yeah, look, you know.
Did somebody say something about soul?
Okay, there are a smattering of books around a series of floor-to-ceiling bookshelves. There's a paisley smoking jacket, which I particularly appreciate. Threads with my great love of paisley. On an armrest, there are the books on the desk seem mostly to refer to card strategy, French poetry, and Lord Byron's latest book, A Scandal, if I may say.
Wow.
The Child Harold's Pilgrimage. In the center of the office is a large wooden desk inlaid with green leather desk cover. When you search it, you find a family ledger and a silver lighter embossed with a hand of playing cards. There's also a door to his private room, like as in his bedroom. But no one's going in there. No one would just go straight into someone's private chambers and start searching around, would they, Eliza?
That's the sound of my wheelchair.
Can I make a luck
in
roll?
the background, getting into that room?
Can I make a luck roll to see if Eliza's chair is just too wide to go through the door?
Yes. Yes.
Sure. I'm not sure I support.
Absolutely.
No, I'm
really
fine
narrow.
All right.
Thank you, Lord. This shall provide the amusement.
So you go into the room and are unable to get your wheels through.
And I think that I'm just like
I reckon
pushing...
they're just a couple of millimeters too wide as well, so it just feels like you should be able to fit. So you try at least 3 times.
100%. You just hear like the sound of wood on wood knocking against the door frame until eventually she just kind of like just looks back with like a filthy look just at everyone, and it's just rolls it backward and just turns it around and pushes it up against the wall and just
you could
crosses hands.
Attempt to walk at this point, of course.
Dirty rotten scoundrels.
No, I shan't be chancing it.
Right. Okay.
Well, I will be discreet. I will just have a quick look. After all, we assume he's in the coach, but he could have taken a fall in his bedroom.
He could have. Okay, so you go in there just in case he took a fall.
Indeed.
Okay. How thoroughly do you search the room for a fallen body? Like, do you look under pillows for the fallen body? Like,
You never know where they'll fall. So yes,
right,
that's
okay.
good.
So, yes, we're looking for fallen bodies in all the places
The
that they could
stuff
appear.
that we've seen in the last month or so has just been like, I'm just prepared for everything. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just you do find a diary
Oh,
under the pillow, but I mean, you're only looking at it just to make sure his body's not inside it, right?
yeah. But I am
Yeah.
old and clumsy, so it could fall onto the floor.
The
Yes. We are, well, let's see. How appropriate is it to actually look into somebody's diary?
uh, well, it's not, it's possibly not gonna get you too many awards, but having said that, there's a legit use case for it. You should, I think I've set it up so you guys can just see this. Yeah, I have. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, save changes. Okay, so if you go to the journal um tab across the top,
Mhm.
you should see handouts players as a folder. There's now two handout sets. There's handouts and there's well handouts. If you
Yes.
go to well handouts, you now have the diary.
Diary.
It's loading very slowly.
Okay, April 14. I must not play again at DFs. Tomorrow I
Mm.
declare myself reformed, never to spend another cent on cards. I wish I could stay here, but I supposed I must make an appearance at the ass rooms at my sister's request. But they really are the ass rooms, all those infantilizing women and mothers fawning over me. If only they knew how terrible I was. I wish I could stop, but there's a compulsion on me. Just one more game, and I know I can win back the money I've lost. SC is no help at all, and I fear he may recall my debts too soon. Must find Louisa someone before that happens. The spring ball might be just the place, and I'll be sure to keep an eye out for any eligible young men. Although heaven forbid she meets a clergyman, then I'll never hear the end of their proselytizing. But it's nice to know that someone cares. I surely don't deserve it. Wins £800, losses £1,100.
Well, Samuel still is
Oh,
single.
Now, despite the 1813 date, just because we've set the game 2 years in advance, so that's actually 1815 for the sake of discussion. So this is literally a diary entry from the sort of Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right.
By the way, your search of the desk did find the family ledger. Does anyone have accounting skill? I think the answer will be no, but it'll be hilarious.
Accounting. What is that under? Or is it its own
A
skill?
for
It's its
accounting.
own skill, yeah.
I've
Then
got
probably not.
5.
You got 5. Perfect.
5.
Oh, actually, yeah, I've got 20. 20 in
Oh!
accounting. Because I actually have to keep the books.
Yeah. Someone has to pay
I
attention to the money.
specifically put money
Is
in it.
this to see? Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
Is
go
this to
ahead.
see whether 800 is more than 1,100?
Well, it's more to read this. Maybe, considering how poorly informed you guys are about basic mathematics. Yeah, maybe. Rector Cedric, can you roll me an accounting roll, please?
I can indeed. Let's see how we go. No.
No.
97.
Go in debt. It's just not funny.
No, they're doing fine, buddy.
Oh,
They're
okay.
doing fine.
Right.
Nothing to see here. All good.
There's a few extra entries that I didn't really see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's
Oh,
worried.
well.
He seems to be doing fine.
Yes.
Hmm.
Now, admittedly, I haven't done the accounting for 30 years in my
No, you've got people for that sort of thing now.
indeed.
Yeah.
All right, good.
You
We're all
live in the
fine here.
high life of the hard work of your children. You're a terrible person, Cedric.
What?
It's
I
true.
set
That's
this
what they're
all up for
for.
my children.
It's for you. Just give me all of the money.
Oh, that's
While I
harsh.
gallivant around Europe. That one.
That's harsh. Jeez.
Yes,
They're
yes.
loving children, supporting their old man.
Right. Georgiana, were you going to say something less self-focused?
About
I don't know. You went to say something when, the rector went off on a rant about how good it was to have slave children.
I just said that's what they're for.
Yeah, there you go, right there. Yeah.
So what you're saying, Rector, is that there are some entries about some nefarious places and people under pseudonyms, but that the ledgers seem good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
I'm surprised.
I mean,
I don't know if he's the sort of man to tamper with his ledgers, but it says it's all fine.
Well, Louisa, you may not be it may not be as doom and gloom as you thought it was. Perhaps he's just gone away on some friendly business gallivanting or some such.
Maybe they're just friends. Right. Well, anyway, there are mysterious initials in there. There's SC, there's DF. But someone was also, oh, that's right. She doesn't know anything about, where people gamble. But there are other people. You could talk to the footman.
Yeah, this is something that our Belgian friend seems
excels at.
Be familiar with, I suspect.
Yeah, because he's familiar with poor people. Yeah.
I'm not familiar at all.
No, we've worked that bit out. You guys are too wealthy. That's why you're divorced from the reality. Okay, so that's what you find. You found out that actually they're doing fine. Doing fine, thanks to the accounting check. Yep, nothing to see here.
Can I ask though, but before we leave, because I think we might probably be agreeing to help her, and maybe we'll go to the ton to look. But I think we'd probably be remiss if we didn't do a psychology on her. Just to check that she doesn't know anything about what's happened, or whether or not it's like this is all a ruse. She actually is in on it to have her brother be taken away. So yeah, can I just as I say goodbye to her, kind of hold her hand once more and just kind of look her in the eyes?
Absolutely. If that is your desire, you may look her piercingly in the eyes.
Nothing would give me more pleasure.
Yeah. And you will know the truth because your psychology's 100.
Well, it's 59, which is pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yep.
And with an 87, I fail.
No, that's awesome. But
you're reassured.
Fumble. You did not fumble.
Yes.
So you don't get a false read. You just don't know.
This woman is inscrutable.
And
that's the problem, right? She's always been gullible, and the problem is that it's so hard to tell with gullible people whether or not they're so gullible that they've just gone along with something and they're deluding themselves. Oh,
yep. She truly believes what her brother told her.
Absolutely, because she's that gullible.
By the way, did you take the diary or did you leave it behind?
I think that's for Cedric.
I kind of think that we should take it, but well, whatever the rector decides.
Okay, we will borrow this diary for the moment. It's obviously got some clues in it that we need to find your brother.
What else? I mean, it makes complete sense to me. Okay, so you take the diary, and does anyone take the lighter with the card, the hand of cards printed on it
Yes, I
or
pocket
embossed
it.
on it.
Yeah.
While all
Actually,
this was going, oh, sorry.
No, go, Georgiana.
no, you go.
While all that was going on, could Georgiana have gone through those other books on, like, just flicking through the card book, the Lord Byron book, the French poetry, just like in case, making sure that there's no like notes or anything like that stuffed in there or anything like that?
Do that thing of
Yeah,
seeing
make a
whether it opens to a
library
particular page.
make a library use roll for me, please.
Mm.
That's a regular success, I
A
think.
regular success. Yep. You do find a card, the sort of cards that, gentlemen give other gentlemen. In the book of card strategies. And the card is embossed with a family crest and has the name Sir. What's his name? What's his middle name? What's his actual name? Sir Devlin Culverton, Esquire.
Interesting. Well, he's not DF then. Got to figure out where that is.
But he could be SC.
Sir Culverton, SC.
So was that Culvert?
Culvert, yes. On.
Bert.
Culvert on.
Culverton.
Yeah. Sir Culverton. Now, I will also point out you can recheck in with Miss Millwood before you leave if you would like to ask her any questions about the things you have discovered in the room.
Yes.
In case there is anything you would like to reconfirm.
Well, I think it would be good to ask her about any of his friends that we should talk to that he's particularly close with, and because that might give us some clues to the initials anyway. Or at least when we go to the assembly on the tomorrow, so I don't think they'll be having an assembly on Good Friday. We'll be able to hit up his friends.
So you can talk to her about Sir Culverton.
Excellent.
If you would like to.
Yeah.
I guess Georgiana will quietly show the Viscountess the visiting card that she found. So
yeah. All right. Well, I'll go and take that to her. And now, Miss Millwood, when we were looking through your brother's things, we found this card. Do you know this gentleman, Sir Culverton?
I do, she says. He's one of my brother's closest friends, but he's not well, I don't want to say.
I am a woman of the world. You can say it to me, even if you just have to whisper it quietly.
Thank you. Now you can roll any of these: charm, persuasion, psychology, but you'll need a hard success because she's if someone would like to assist, they may be able to assist, which would allow a bonus die to be rolled.
Would anyone like to assist me with persuasion?
I'm very happy to.
Excellent. Thank you.
I'll assist you with persuasion by kind of putting my hand, on your shoulder and leaning in with you towards her and saying,
Wow.
now, of course, we're all friends here, so you don't have anything to fear at all.
Wow. Well, as it's so lucked out, that
worked.
that worked.
Here we go.
That bonus die worked.
This is the power of the Hastings, okay?
Okay, so she whispers and she goes, he's a cat, he's a man of the lowest morals.
What, politician?
Yes. Probably runs the local rotten borough.
He probably does.
But yes, no, she did, but it's very apparent to you that she actually despises him.
Right.
I have encountered such men in my life before. I think I can manage my way
Meanwhile,
around him.
and you just pat that, that long part of your skirt where, grandpapa's gun still. I've met men of a certain character before. I've dealt with them. They're beautifully. We have a very, very healthy rose garden.
High caliber roses.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, yes, no, he's a cat of the worst kind, and he's led my brother into just disrepute, I swear.
Is your brother kind of naive, or do you think that he's going along with it on his own?
I'm sure he doesn't understand the full details of what he's doing, but you need to understand he just can't look away. He hears the rattle of the dice and the shout of a win.
I see.
And he can't help himself. He needs to, he just joins in.
I can't say I know what that's like.
As you are immune to such,
I've
petty interest.
never, ever, I do not own 25 sets of dice. I don't.
No. See right there. That's the innocence that we're looking for.
Yeah. Oh. Well, leave it with us, my dear. We will do our very best to find out what is going on, and we will let you know if we hear anything at all about your brother.
Excellent. Okay, well, I think that's very useful and important, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, would you like to stay for tea, or are you going to go straight in?
Oh, tea would be lovely. We will always stay for tea.
Right. Okay, so make a what would it be? Etiquette, actually. Yeah, make an etiquette roll for me.
Everyone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Everyone.
Yep.
All right. So everyone.
I'm slurping my tea.
So Eliza got a hard success, and Georgiana Villas failed. Georgiana Wentworth failed. Georgiana Villas made it.
Yeah.
All right, Eliza, you notice that there are actually not many servants. You've basically seen the same two servants all the time. So there's this is not a house that has a lot of money. They are not doing well. So despite what Cedric thinks about the fact, no, their finances are fine, you have a different opinion. Anyway, the footman uh, Josiah, Josiah, tea for everyone, please. He goes, yes, ma'am. Oh, goes out, makes tea, comes back. It's not great tea. It's a bit workmanlike, like savoir-faire, if you will.
Robust.
Like the footman just made it because there's no cook anymore.
Like the footman just made it because
Amazing.
there's no cook anymore. Yep, just like that. Just like that.
Actually,
I'm,
I have quite a lot of appraise skill. Could I do an appraise of the household furnishings in the
Are
art?
you seeing whether they've sold some of their higher end stuff and replaced it with cheap knockoffs?
Heck yeah.
Right.
I also have a speciality in fine art.
Right. Okay, break a roll.
No.
Oh yes, I've got fine art as well.
Yeah.
Appraise things.
By all means, feel free.
Oh yes, yes, I see what you mean.
I
Yes.
I also have and maybe I should have rolled this before, but I have fine art literature.
Okay.
Is that the same? Like, is that kind of the same feeling?
Well, they're
Just
rolling a praise.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
And all he had was Byron, and you couldn't call that fine art literature.
that's very true. Yeah, not worth a roll, honestly. My God, I've already
But
succeeded
yeah,
if the Byron's there.
I can
Yeah.
certainly confirm the Viscountess's suspicions.
You
The fact
can. Art is being there's cheap knockoffs everywhere.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm.
Something is amiss. Maybe he was feeling
Hmm. All right. Okay, so you drink some tea and you head out. Now, are you going to go into the so you can go to the assembly and maybe talk to some members of the ton who might be there about gambling locations?
I think that sounds a good idea as any.
Yeah.
Viscountess cousin, were there any other thoughts you had?
Because is this one of the ones where places where they have like the pump room where they pump up the water and everybody walks around and sips the glasses of dreadful mineral water?
Yeah, absolutely. You mean the healing
Oh,
waters of St.
now
Anne?
it's healing waters.
Is that the waters you're referring to?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
not
what's
only
the
can drink the
room?
waters, you can buy them.
Yeah, it's renowned for its waters here.
I mean, Eliza, would you be,
Raw.
keen on a bit of the local healing waters when you go into the assembly? Because the Crescent, which is the thing that the assembly's in,
Mhm.
St. Anne's Well is literally right across the space from it, like it faces it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make a beeline to that well because I need to be well.
You do. You need
So
healing. You
Hey.
need
You need
healing.
healing.
You need
exactly,
healing, Eliza. You need the
I
sort of healing St. Anne gives.
exactly. I'm praying to Saint Anne. You know.
Okay,
Needless to
so
say, I'm also praying to Saint Anne, and but I'm not going to look as frantic as Eliza.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally, it's like other women and
Yeah.
well wishers are kind of like walking quite slowly towards the well and just enjoying it, and I'm just like pushing them
Push
out of
me
the
faster.
way.
well,
Push me faster.
actually, when you get there, there's no one at the well. There's
Oh,
no line.
perfect.
And there's a it's like a mausoleum style building, but it's got a little tap coming out of it. Like I kid you
Mhm.
not, this is what it looks like. I looked at a picture of it just a little while ago.
Oh.
Um, uh, there's a wrought iron fence around it, but the gate is currently open. There's a woman sweeping in front of the little font that the water pours into.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
the shrine is housed in a small mausoleum-style marble building surrounded by a high iron fence. The gate is open for visitors. There are no visitors. There are no queue at the moment. You see an old woman sort of sweeping the ground around it. Oh, my dear. Oh, you do look quite sick. Come straight through and drink the healing waters of Saint Anne.
Oh, thank you so much. Can you please help my my wheelchair? Of course, I need a bit of help down the
Of
stairs.
course. And she pushes you through. She's quite sprightly for an old woman. You can see there's a sort of an iron plaque that's been attached to the iron fence, so it's like a plaque, and it says the restoration of the well sponsored by the Parish Vestry Committee and Buxton's Ladies Horticultural Society.
Well, there it is. Okay.
Underneath it, there is a little stamp, as in the symbol you assume of the noting the what am I trying to say? Noting the initials inside the logo. You assume it is the logo of the Buxton Ladies Horticultural Society because it has the BLHS symbology. All right. I might just add that one in. We'll remember it. So that is. And that's going to be an image as well. And I'll just go and grab that. Oh, handout 7. No. Handout 6. Good. I love the way that's kept up. And then save entry.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Wonderful. Oh, excellent. Thank you.
All right. So there's the actual plaque. All right. So you're wheeled through.
Fabulous. Look, I don't want to abandon all of my manners. just enough manners that allowed me to expeditiously get to this place, which I've already been able to get to because there weren't people here. So I think that I kind of like, I ask. So I don't think I've been to St. Anne's Well before. Is this the sort of thing where there's a chalice or some sort of...
Oh, yes. Come straight through, darling. And she wheels you into the inside of the mausoleum. There's this font. There's the little spout thing that's pouring water into it. Above it, there is a statue of a beautiful but divinely graceful but older matronly woman. If you, well, actually, the rector knows. So Anne is apparently the grandmother of Jesus.
Oh.
In the papist tradition.
Yes.
This is papistry right here. But luckily, you're a high Anglican, right, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's basically the same thing for you guys. So you're good with, papal saints, as long as you don't overdo it. And there's a wooden scoop that allows you to scoop the water up and just drink it.
Oh, I'm guzzling.
You're just guzzling. Excellent.
I need as much holy aqua vivification that I can get, So I'm just like
aqua vitae.
Exactly. 100%.
Okay. Just to confirm, is the only person who's drinking the water Eliza?
Oh, I will as well.
Excellent.
I think Georgiana is probably okay not drinking the water.
Not drinking the water. Okay, good to know. Viscountess Purbeck.
Do that cholera check.
I'll probably just take a small sip. But mostly I was just gonna ask the woman who's like looking after the well about I saw the plaque with the restoration on it. What happened to the well? Why had it fallen into disrepair?
Yes, it had. It had fallen into disrepair, but luckily the very kind vestry ladies and the Buxton Ladies Horticultural Society, who are lovely. They're putting on the spring ball.
Oh,
Fundraised and brought all this together. It's just so kind of them. For those of you who drank the water, could I get you each to make a power roll for me, please?
oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
I thought something like this would happen.
I roll
Yep.
power.
I laugh in the face of enemy magic, he says.
Wow.
I think this is bad.
You're just amazing, Viscountess. Like, you've got the most amazing. Could you make a sanity check for me, Viscountess?
God.
Because, what's your sanity?
37.
Yeah, it's too high. Yeah, turns out I was right. It is too high. Okay. You lose 2 points of sanity.
I
Good
think
one.
Precious sanity.
Well, there we go.
There you go. So congratulations on returning sanity to the more useful numbers. Okay. For those of you who drank, you see that the cold room walls expand out into darkness, so they basically disappear. Vines and moss emerge from the undergrowth beneath your feet, and a sickly green light tints the darkened space, the light swelling and fading to the rhythm of distant pipes. And drums. If any of you, for all three of you who drank the waters, no, actually, no. For the two of you who made your power rolls, better language, please make medicine rolls.
Well, here we
0-1, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 1. Is there nothing else we can use?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's do it.
Yes.
That's right. Perfect. Okay. So the difference between yourselves and Viscountess Purbeck is you realize that whatever is happening to you is some side effect of the water. So you guys are going, yep, there's something trippy about the water. Viscountess Purbeck, you are convinced that you are now in this giant cavern with moss and other things growing up underneath your feet and green light sort of covering the area.
I've been transported. Well,
You're all seeing the same thing. The difference is you guys are going, hold on, this has got something to do with what I've just drunk, right?
Mhm.
Whereas Purbeck is convinced they're actually inside this magical grove cave. So lush foliage tumbles from an ancient ruin. A bulbous tree grows on an island in the center of the cavernous pool. Nestled in the roots of the tree is a rough stone altar, dried blood visible in the cracks of the hewn rock. A beautiful woman walks across the water to meet you. Her aquamarine hair shimmers under a crown of flowers. Her dress is that of liquid silk in the style of the ancient Romans, titillatingly tied with golden rope. She gestures to the pool, an eerie glitter sparkling through the green water. Looking closer, the pool is full of gold coins. She opens her hands before you, and with a single ancient gold coin in each palm, the profile of a Roman emperor reflected in the unearthly light. Her ethereal voice echoes off the cave chambers as she says, "Tribute to me a man's head, and you shall receive my blessing." At that point, the coins proliferate from her hands, drowning you in a waterfall of gold.
Pete, what she said? A tribute
Of a man's head.
of a man's hand.
head.
Her exact words were, tribute to me, a man's head, and you shall receive my blessings.
Oh, I'll throw her a coin.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you're in a
the religious
vision.
one to do it.
You're in a vision.
Mhm.
Make another power roll for me. There you go. That makes sense. No coin for you.
Oh well.
I'll also do it if that's okay.
I'm not
Yeah,
betting
it's
luck though.
completely fine.
Right. Let's see.
No coin
No.
for you. All right. At that moment, you wake up from the vision. By the way, Eliza, you have healed a hit point.
Oh,
As of you, Cedric.
Hooray!
wonderful.
At maximum
And
rank.
Viscountess Purbeck. I don't know if you've still down any hit points, but if you are, you're not. You get a hit point back.
Well healed.
Which means, I think, Eliza, you can erase your major wound.
Yay!
You've been healed by the waters of
I
St.
can
Anne,
stand.
and you can stand.
I believe in the power of Saint Anne.
Just seems really like.
I turn to the rector and say, "'Tis the same power that helped lepers, blind men see that thing." Yes.
That thing. It was that thing.
That would be faith that you're feeling there.
It's invigorating.
Yes, it is. It really is invigorating. Power of the Lord.
So can I get those people who saw Saint Anne or saw the vision? Could you make either a history or an occult roll? Your choice.
I'm going to do a history roll because it's actually higher than my occult.
How's your occult?
My history's good. The hard success.
Okay. I'm gonna do.
I was going to ask who was on the
but
coin.
not good enough.
I like since you've done history, I'll do occult because I'm okay at occult, so I'll see.
Yep.
We can get anything.
Oh
No.
Lose
As
a
it
hit
turns
point.
out, you kind of
Back in the
shit
chair.
occult based on that roll. Imagine the embarrassment. Okay, so history nerd. Yay, good choice. Well done. You think she's the what you saw was like a minor Roman deity,
Okay.
maybe even an Anglo, like a Romano-Brit deity, of which there are like the Romans have a lot of water goddesses. Like they were completely fine with sort of, goddesses of this or that sort of spring or well or whatever. But yes, you think what you saw was a Roman goddess, not a saint.
Okay. Do I know which Roman goddess? Religion roll?
Religion is more tied to.
Okay.
You could make an occult roll.
Sure. I'll try that. Where do I put you?
You
Right.
will need a hard success.
Sure. No.
Not.
Sophie was the other way around.
If it had been the other way around, you would have done it.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
You're not sure.
Watery tart distributing
But a
thoughts.
minor Romano-Brit goddess of the waters does sing bell. You also asked about whether you recognize the head on the coins, I think.
Yeah.
So they were Hadrian's head.
Oh, okay. All right.
So definitively a Roman emperor,
Well,
effectively of the Brits.
all right. So we could always ask about the waters here and everything like that, or we can go and do a library roll to find out which watery god was popular around Hadrian's time in this area.
Yep, definitely could go into a library use roll. There is in the assembly in the crescent, there is a room that holds a bunch of Roman artifacts that have been found by, amateur, well, archaeologists, because there are no professional
I
archaeologists
didn't know
yet.
about this earlier.
Well, you do now. And so you can definitely, maybe yourself and Georgiana who can go do that.
Yeah.
So that is
Cool.
where we will stop it for tonight. So you have drunk of the waters of St. Anne. Some of you are healed. Healed. Yay. Oh, Eliza can walk. I am healed. I do love the fact that you literally needed a hit point to be able to stand up. It's got it.
Yeah, baby.
That's how it rolls.
The question is, does Eliza want to stand up? Because she's getting a lot of tension being pushed around.
Honestly, you know what? Like, I mean, sometimes walking is so taxing. It's just so wonderful to, experience things, from a seated position.
A new perspective in life.
Absolutely. So, so the wheelchair will still remain, but it's not a necessity.
Right.
Plus, people might take pity on you a bit.
Yeah.
Get people to underestimate you.
That's
Well,
true.
And they already do. So,
Although I have thought of a drawback with your plan.
mhm.
No one will ask you to dance.
Oh, well, that's true. And I do so love to dance. I do so love to gaily dance. That being said, I am not in this place for, to find a husband. My heart is resting with one man and one man only. The mysterious Mr.
Williams.
Williams. That's it. Mr. Williams.
Had to prompt you with that.
Yes.
That
Well, I
guy.
haven't met him, so it's difficult to remember his name. Mr. Williams has my heart, and until otherwise, proven otherwise, or I'm pushed asunder from his side, I hold a candle in my heart for him.
So he's got your heart, which has a candle inside it.
Mhm.
Does he keep it in a box by the bedside table or something?
Absolutely, it's been custom made. It's made of oak and mahogany. It's got ribbons attached to it. It's got all the bells and whistles.
Beautiful.
Now, to ask one last question before we
Yes.
close it out, actually, because I just remembered.
Mm.
Do you three describe your vision to Georgiana, which would allow Georgiana to make a occult roll?
Yes, absolutely, we do.
Yeah.
Georgiana, would you like to make an occult roll? I'll pick those yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That is a success.
It is a success.
It is.
Ooh.
I thought you were better at occult for some reason. But success. Okay. No, that's not enough because you need a hard success. So unfortunately, it's just reconfirms that, yep, likely to be some sort of goddess of a specific font. Probably Georgiana, you're very, very, very aware. You're very aware of the sort of way the church goes around kidnapping perfectly valid pagan goddesses and turning them into saints, though.
Mm.
That's probably your one big insight is, so when we say St. Anne's, they probably were someone else before they were St. Anne.
Well, I
I'd like
think
to
that
know
like
this. That's why he wants to go and research at a library or the museum thing.
Hmm. Well, I think that like the like, I mean, in this part of the world, right? Like Bath is kind of the biggest city. Is that correct? At this
Bath
time?
is south. Bath is
Oh,
way
okay.
south. You guys are like north of London.
Oh, okay. Um,
I'm sorry, Toby.
well, irrespective, I think that perhaps Rector and cousin um would know of like, Solus and Minerva and things like that, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, no, definitely. You would be aware of other more prominent, for want of better language, versions of this. Yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome.
yeah. So just I'll just show you roughly where you are because I've just realized you guys probably aren't aware. So I'll just bring you over to this map. So you're in Derbyshire, which is there.
Hmm.
Like you're literally
Oh
just south of
yeah.
Yorkshire.
Yeah.
The biggest city near you is Nottingham.
Oh, of course. Bath is near Cardiff. Duh.
Hmm.
Yeah, Bath is
Yeah.
right down
Down
south,
south.
right?
Yeah. It's so funny. I've actually been to Bath, but I barely remember where it was on the map. Uh,
All right. So on that note, as I said before, I will now think we will stop.
yeah.
Thank you.
And we will start again in a fortnight. Now I'll stop the live.